Team USA, though, Team USA facing off against Australia this afternoon in Seattle. Now, it's an open-air stadium, and when you talk about the forecast for the day, well, heck, it's going to be a beauty out there. A nice temperature and one that comes without rain, so we will take it, Stephen.
Yes, we will. Let's bring in Austin Perry. Austin's a writer for Outkick. Thanks for joining us this morning, Austin. So let's talk Team USA. We have to talk, if we do talk the team, we got to talk about Christian Pulisic and how, yet again, it looks like he's going to be out. Do you know the status of him? Will he maybe play today?
I've been keeping an eye on it, and honestly, I haven't seen anything definitive one way or another. That calf you said has been an issue for a while, so it's something to definitely keep an eye on.
I think we want him out there. We need him out there. But they had a great showing out of their first match. We will see how it goes with Australia. Now, Australia, you don't want to write them out, right? Now they're ranked I think 26 is the FIFA ranking. USA 16-ish, I'm guessing. I don't remember the exact rankings, but Australia did beat Turkey. So I'm not going to go ahead and say we've got this one in the bag. That's not how World Cup works.
No, absolutely not. And honestly, coming into this tournament, I think my sentiments, along with everybody else, was this would be kind of a walkover in preparation for that Turkey game. I thought Turkey was probably our most formidable opponent. Now with Australia taking them out and getting the 3 points in that one, it kind of shifts the group dynamic to where this is no longer a game where if Pulisic is hurting and not 100%, you can't sit him because you need this one. This is a one that we desperately need to grab hold and take a stranglehold on this group.
Well, our expertise. Well, Marissa's expertise, Austin, is a little more soccer than mine. I enjoyed playing it, but weather. In our department, we can't make it any better. I mean, the game starts at noon today in Seattle, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be perfect. The same can't be said everywhere. It was, I believe, yesterday in Boston because of the storms at Fan Fest. They had to cancel. Do you know the workings of the Fan Fest? Like, do people that didn't get to go, are they re-registered? Do you know those details? That might be out of your purview. I don't know.
So everything that I've seen, there's no automatic re-registration. They have to go on and manually do it for the Boston Fan Fest. It looks like it's first come, first serve. So, and since the festival pass doesn't guarantee entry to the games, there's no guarantee that they'll be admitted to any future games. So, it's a little bit of a kerfuffle. And between that and the Scots drinking all the Boston bars out of their beer, it's been a pretty wild World Cup up there in New England.
I'll tell you what, actually, there were Scottish fans, and I think is it Croatia, I think that they're playing? Are those the two teams today? They weren't at the Fan Fest, but they were seen elsewhere, just outside of City Hall. They were Morocco. It's Morocco. Celebrating, outside of the Fan Fest.
Yeah, it's
a wild bunch.
It's been electric. I feel very honored to say I was able to go to the game at New York, New Jersey, to be able to see France play Senegal. It was a really exciting second half game. But I think we keep that momentum with the World Cup overall. Stephen knows I've been really excited to watch Curacao. Yeah. The other team I've been rooting for is also Cabo Verde. But I think Curacao has another game that's scheduled. I was trying to remember who they're playing today. But I think it's just been exciting seeing teams that have never been in the World Cup before, but also the fans rallying behind everybody.
Absolutely. And speaking of Cabo Verde, they have a 40-year-old goalkeeper named Vozinha. He was absolutely brilliant against Spain, and nobody knew who he was coming into this tournament. He had 50,000 followers on Instagram. Now he's up to 15 million. So I'll be keeping an eye on that game to see if he can replicate that performance against Uruguay, who's another sort of soccer superpower, maybe not in the vein of Spain, but if he can do it again and get Cabo Verde through to the knockout rounds, I mean, that would just be mind-blowing.
Yeah, that's cool. So you have a sense of what Marissa and who Marissa's voting for. It's the underdog. As we look at the slate of games throughout the weekend, any suggestions to pay attention to? Is there a team, aside from the U.S., obviously having that home team in the World Cup, it's something special, but another team that you're going to be on the lookout for?
Well, I really like Spain. Aside from that result they had against Cabo Verde, they're not underdogs, obviously. I think they're the favorite coming into the tournament, but they have to rebound and see if they can get 3 points out of their next match. And on top of that, I mean, Belgium is another team that has had sky high expectations pretty much for the last decade. They're in the midst of what they call a golden generation in soccer, and they just have not been able to get it done in any of the major tournaments. So it'll be very interesting to see how Belgium kind of navigates through the group stage, and if they can make it to the knockout stage, which hopefully they can. Are they able to kind of rally and turn those expectations into a reality and maybe get to a Final Four or even win the whole thing?
Belgium, interesting, because that hasn't been a team I've been watching. And one could argue the USA is a little bit of an underdog, and Spain's already won a World Cup. I want to see somebody new in there. Let's mix it up. Let's take Cabo Verde all the way.
Mexico last night, they made it, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to be a team that has advanced. That's cool for it to happen on their home turf.
Yet again.
Something special.
Yet again, a win it in the home field advantage, perhaps. Okay, well, we are here for it. We'll be watching, and if nothing else, USA has a great forecast for today in Seattle. Thank you, Outkick writer Austin Perry, for joining us this morning on Weather Command.
Thanks, guys. Go USA.
All right.
USA. And go 40-year-olds.